Well, first of all, before we start the show, we gotta give a great big cheer because, I mean, it's been a long, hard season, and we did it. We made it to the Fall Classic. Yeah. Woo! Anybody that knows this show knows we also start with memorabilia. Here's a neat one. To give us a little luck for the World Series, how about a guy who really did it for us the last time we played what they call a full season World Series, not the 2021, the one before that, 1988. There he is. That's a Topps 1988 Kirk Gibson card. My card. I bought it. There it is. It's Kirk Gibson's 1988 Topps card. It's not worth a lot to anybody in New York. It's worth a ton to anybody in Los Angeles. And I was at that game. And if we win this World Series, I'm going to promise right here and now on this show, I'm going to dig out that ticket that I had from the 1988 World Series from my season seats. But there it is. Kirk Gibson, 1988, just to rub a little luck on us here. Hope we get some luck from that one. Let's start the show with the Fox Tag opener because it's on Big Fox starting Friday at 5:08. Yeah. Go Kirk. All right, how about this show? Let's go. Not yet. They're not playing yet. Wait till Friday.
Dodger baseball.
Yes. Yes. We did it. Can you believe it? We won the National League Championship Series against the Mets. Before we get into all that, I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk. There it is, Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers. And we do a lot of stuff on this show. This is the show where we'll show you some memorabilia. Play some home run calls. I got 2 of them. Check out an injury report, mini one. Do some fun stuff. This is the international side for fun stuff. Yeah. Shout outs. Got some shout outs. This date in Dodger history. Some quick hit trivia. Update you on some upcoming games on Friday. And stay tuned for all that and more on Let's Talk Dodgers. Thanks for joining us today. All right. We'll go through Game 6. We'll try not to stat you to death, but it's hard not to when you finished a whole series. I mean, it's huge. But anyway, Game 6 was a super rush for all of us, I know. You hopefully saw the highlights posted on this page in Facebook. If not, a quick synopsis. Or go to the Facebook page if you're not there now. If you're watching me on YouTube directly, go back to Facebook, check it out, and you'll see the highlights from the Game 6 on there. Edmund and Will Smith homered. We'll hear those in a second. They sent Ohtani and company to the World Series for the first time. So there's a lot of guys in this team that have never been to a World Series, so Ohtani's one of them. The Dodgers eliminated the New York Mets. I said the Dodgers eliminated the New York Mets with a 10-5 victory in Game 6 of the NLCS on Sunday night. It doesn't get much better than that. Tommy Edman drove in a game-high 4 runs, including a 2-run double in the first inning, 2-run homer in the third. We'll hear in just a second. He was voted the MVP, of course, of the series. Dodgers took an early lead with Edman's double and extended with Will Smith's 2-run homer in the third. We'll hear in a minute. The Mets struggled with Sean Manaea recording only 6 outs and giving up 5 runs, despite efforts from Mets players like Mark Vientos, who hit a solo home run, Francisco Alvarez, a sac fly. They couldn't overcome the deficit. Dodgers bullpen, including Daniel Hudson, Blake Trinan, and company, managed to hold off the Mets, their late game push. And let's hear those home runs right now from Messrs. Edman and Smith. Let's see where we are. Here we go. Third inning.
Off single for Teoscar Hernandez. 1 on, nobody out. And who has the Dodgers ahead? Tommy Edman.
Edman drives his squad deep in center field. Back goes Lindor.
Tommy Edman sends Dodger Stadium into a frenzy.
Little man with a big impact in his first October in LA.
And people were questioning a couple of games ago. Tommy Edman, the number 4 hitter in your lineup.
That's right.
Well, that's where he is again tonight.
That's where he was. And then in the same inning, third inning, Mr. Smith stepped up to the plate and did this.
Here's Will Smith, runner at second, 2 outs. St. John trying to put the fire out here in the bottom of the third.
Smith gets a high drive to center field. Tattled back. It is gone. Will Smith searching, and here in Game 6, finding a 2-run home run. When he's connected the ball, he can hit it long race. You saw
Love
the
it.
emotion
I love it.
pour
I
out
love
of
it.
Smith.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Great homers. The first stat of the day, we'll give you the rest of them later. Dodgers were 5 for 17 with runners in scoring position. That's a 294 clip. Not bad. Not bad at all. Just so you know, for anybody out there that's in town here, there will be a World Series Media Day show on Thursday over the Dodgers flagship TV station, Sportsnet LA. Probably going to be at night, but I'm guessing 5 or 6 will probably repeat it 100 times. But like I said, there's going to be a World Series Media Day show on Thursday over Sportsnet LA, so be watching for that. Injury report today. I mean, I can't really tell you too much. They're not really leaking too much info. But from the interviews I heard, Freddie Freeman is day-to-day, but in interviews he said he's going to start Friday in Game 1 because he's going to have 4 days to kind of recuperate a little more. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Rumor also has that Miguel Rojas, he may play at some point, and a few others I've been hearing rumors about who've been on the injury list are coming off, but nobody's really talking yet. We'll probably find out as we get closer to Friday. So be watching and listening for that. And if I hear anything, I'll be leaving it on this page in Facebook. All right? Okay. Let's do some fun stuff. It's the playoffs. It's all fun. It's a podcast. It's all fun. This time, for fun, after this podcast is recorded and put up on the Facebook and YouTube pages, I'm going to place for you the 1981 highlight film of the World Series up on this page, featuring the Dodgers and the Yankees. The last time they met 43 years ago, I wasn't there, but I recorded them all on a newfangled device that came out that year called a VCR machine on VHS tape. But I still have a lot of that stuff, and it's pretty cool. But here for you will be the highlight film. I'll place it right down below this show. All right? Okay. Anybody object to that? And you know what happened in 81? We won it all. All right. Shout-outs. Oh, my goodness. We have a lot of shout-outs today. Pennant Fever is just climbing and climbing, now getting to the highest peak yet. There's a lot of them. I'm missing one, but this lady will check in with me later. So if I don't get you this time, next time. And I left a note in our page about it. Okay, who do we have that checked in on Facebook the last couple of days or so? Some of our regulars and some newbies, too. Can I do it all in one breath? I don't know. Let's see. Bradley A., Jacqueline R., Shane W., Lolita S., Donna N., Eric I., Marco C., Brenda G., Elisa Christine DLT, Lexi J., Megan C., Alma V., and you and me, and Fox Cali, because he is El Zorro. Thank you all for watching Let's Talk Dodgers, the best show ever. No, it's just me. Used to be more fun when my brother was here. Shout out to Lynn T. Shout out to Lynn T. All right. Hey guys and gals, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing on YouTube and follow us here in Facebook. And tell all your friends, all your Dodger-loving friends, where we are. Let's Talk Dodgers. We're always here on Facebook and on YouTube. We're always talking Dodgers. Tell them to like us here on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. And we're always talking Dodgers. It doesn't matter if it's an off day, your birthday, a holiday, middle of December. Hey, we might even be here right before Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. We're always around here because you never know when any big deals are going to go down during the the signing months in November, December, January. And also when spring training comes, we always talk about that stuff too. So we're going to be around a lot. So if you like you're talking Dodgers in the off season, you can bet after the World Series. We'll take a little break after the series, but then we'll come back strong later. All right? So tell your friends. That's sure. That's for one thing for sure. We're always talking Dodgers right here. Let's Talk Dodgers. If you have any fan mail, toss it here on the Facebook page or write me. This is a special offer that goes to the end of the year. If you write to me at letstalkdodgers@email.com. Let's talk, no apostrophe on the email address of let's. letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. If you write to that address between now and December 31, I will send you either of your choice or all four, either 1 or 2 pictures of your favorite Dodger ever, if you name who it is, or 1 or 2 home run calls by Vin Scully of your favorite Dodger in the last 20 years, or by a newer broadcaster or an older one. If I have one from the 60s or 70s you want, I'll look one up and try and find it for you. All right? So all you got to do is ask, and you got it for nothing. 0. All right. This date in Dodger history, October 21st. Well, since the Dodgers mostly do not play this time of the season unless they're in the playoffs and World Series, there are not too many dates over the years that I can find for you, but I did find one in particular on this date, October 21st, 1948. Why is that important? That's the day on this particular date in 48, former Dodger shortstop Bill Russell was born. So happy 76th birthday, Bill. That's today. Wow, who knew? I forgot about his October birthday. So way to go, Bill Russell. He's been at some games. I think he threw out the first pitch at one of the LCS games. I'm not sure. Anyway, love all those 70s and 60s Dodgers. They're great. I got boatloads and boatloads of stats today. Trust me, I don't usually do this many stats on a regular show, those of you who are brand new, but I'm doing it because a lot of history's been made in this playoffs, and I'm sure more will be made in the World Series. All right, let's get this going here. I'm not doing this on one breath. Stats of the day. Well, you've probably heard a lot of these already. We'll just go over some of them real quickly. This is going to be the 12th, that's 10, 12, 12th time the Dodgers and Yankees have played in the World Series together. First time in 43 years, as we mentioned, 1981. The Yankees have beaten the Dodgers 8 times, while the Dodgers have had 3 championships against the Bronx Bombers. They came in 1955, first time the Dodgers ever won a World Series. 1963, I remember it. My uncle went to that one, brought me back a pennant. And 1981, which I have on VHS. And let's see, what else we got here? This is one from Sarah Langs. You know, Slangs on sports. She's on X. She's the MLB lady who's got ALS, so she's still fighting. This will be the 5th World Series between teams with the best record in their leagues in the wild card era. That's good to know. But you know why? Because some of us baseball purists love that. We don't like it where there's a format where 2 6th-place teams get into the World Series, like last year. No. But I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying this format is not fair to anybody that wins their division. Anyway, this is the 5th World Series between teams with the best record in their leagues. The last times it happened, the 2020 Rays and Dodgers, yay. The 2013 Red Sox and Cards, the 1999 Yankees and Braves, 1995 Indians and Braves. That's the only time it's ever happened, those 4 and 5 times. That's not good because most of us purists like to see the top 2 teams play like it used to be. National against America, and then you played in the World Series. There were no playoffs. Well, there are now. It's all about the money. All right, what else we got going on? The Dodgers, I don't know if you guys were paying attention to this last night. Throughout the NLCS, the Dodgers scored 46 runs. Why is that a big deal? Well, number one, they outscored their opponents, the Mets, by 20 runs because the Mets only got 26 runs. We got 46. That's also the most in NLCS, I think, in NLCS history, I believe. Not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Shohei Ohtani, we'll do some individual stats here. Hit .364 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs against the Mets in the NLCS. Ohtani spent his first 6 seasons with the Angels, as you know, who not only never played in a playoff game, but they never won or never had a winning record the entire time that he was with the team. They never had a winning record. They were below 500 every time. I can't believe. Shohei, what were you waiting for, buddy? All right, you need to come to us. Okay, let's see what else we got. Well, we know Tommy Edman drove in the Dodgers' first 4 runs in the game, and you heard his home run. Edman's 11 RBIs in the NLCS tied a franchise record set by Corey Seager in 2020 against Atlanta. And, of course, Edman won the NLCS MVP. Dodgers outscored the Mets 46-26. I said that. You heard about Max Muncy, right? His 22 walks. You know that one. Okay. Well, guess what? I did a little more digging here. That's second all-time in playoff history. You know who number 1 is? This is pretty flattering to be mentioned in the same breath with this guy. Max Muncy is second only to a guy with 24 walks in a series. That was Barry Bonds. That's unbelievable. Another one from Sarah Langs. Thank you, Sarah. Also, last night's crowd at Dodger Stadium was a sellout, 52,674. It's 52,674. Not the largest crowd ever, but a very large crowd, one of the largest of the year, no doubt. And also, we've been keeping track of those jumbo jacks, you know, the free ones we get, like today. By the way, we had 9 strikeouts last night. That's good for 9 strikeouts, good for free jumbo jack. Every time the Dodger pitching staff would record 7 strikeouts in a game this year, we get free jumbo jacks the next day. You know that, right? Most of you have been listening. This season's total of 7 or more Ks took place 118 times in 162 games they played. Good for 72.8% of the time this season. The season is complete, but the jumbo jack deal will still continue while the Dodgers go to the playoffs and the World Series. So we're doing the stats for you here. So the season plus the postseason to date, we've played 173 games. We've won 125 of them. That's also 72%. So 72% of the time you could walk into your neighborhood Jack in the Box if you're in LA and Ventura County and say, hey, give me the Dodger deal, please. And you buy a large drink, and they will give you 1 free jumbo jack. Still going on. Today's the day. Robin alert. Hey, Robin, if you're listening to me, today's one of the days, okay? All right. because she's always calling me saying, hey, we get Jumbo Jacks today? Yeah, we do. Okay, how about some Dodger quick hit trivia? This is a hard one today, really hard. And everybody's been talking about these guys because we played them in '81. Yankee relief pitcher George Frazier. George Frazier set a record by losing 3 games in the 1981 World Series. That's when they played the Dodgers, of course. Who was the other Yankee pitcher who took a loss in that 1981 World Series that was won by the Dodgers 4-2? Was it, I'll give you multiple choice, was it Dave Righetti, Tommy John, Ron Guidry, or Goose Gossage? Again, which Yankee relief pitcher, besides George Frazier, was the other relief pitcher who took a loss in the World Series of 1981 to the Dodgers? Righetti, John, Guidry, or Gossage? I'll give you the answer in just a few minutes. Let's get you out of the ballpark. Friday. It's Friday, October 25th. On, everybody remember? Cheryl, are you watching? You remember who it's on? What network are we on? That's right. Okay, yeah, it's on Fox. All right. Game 1. Yankees at Dodgers. Why? Because we're the number 1 seed, and we had a better record. Best record in baseball. So we get the home field advantage. So they call it. 2, 3, and 2 to me isn't really home field, but okay. They should go 3-2. Anyway. All right, it's 5:08 game. 5:08 p.m. Pacific time. That's 8:08 New York on Big Fox. They have not announced the Dodger pitcher yet. Might be bullpen, might be I don't know what. Garrett Cole is going for the New York club. All right. Saturday, October 26th, same time, 5:08. Where is it again? That's right, Big Fox. Okay, Big Fox. In LA, it's Channel 11. It's going to be TBD to TBD because we don't know. The Yankees haven't announced either who's pitching on Game 2. All right. Then Sunday is an open day, so we'll probably do another show Sunday to review the first 2 games. Monday, they're playing again in New York. That'll be 8:08 New York time, 5:08 here, so on Big Fox as well. So we'll give you the rest of that schedule as we do more shows. And we're going to do shows in between, not series this time because this is the last series of the year, in between the play dates. So, and play nice in those play dates. But Dodgers and Yankees, when they have their travel dates, we're going to do a show. All right? It's going to continue on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 28th, 29th, and 30th. They're off Thursday, Friday, November 1st, if needed, back in LA. Saturday, November 2nd, if needed, back here in LA. So we're good. Everybody get that? If you missed it, just rewind. You'll hear it all again. All right, quick hit trivia answer. A few moments ago, we told you that Yankee relief pitcher George Frazier set a record by losing 3 games in the '81 World Series. Who was the other Yankee pitcher who took a loss in that series, won by LA? Was it Dave Righetti, Tommy John, Ron Guidry, or Goose Gossage? Anybody get it? Who got it? You got to really know your onions for this one. Who was it? Anybody? Yeah, it was Ron Guidry. Get it? Okay, good. You. Okay. Guidry pitched well, but lost Game 5 to Jerry Royce when Pedro Guerrero and Steve Yeager hit back-to-back homers in the 7th inning. So the Dodgers pick up a 2-1 victory and then go on to win the World Series against who else? The New York Yankees. All right. I said we won the World Series. All right, that's good. That's loud. Wow. All right, other cool stuff going on here. What else we got for you? Oh, yeah, I'm going to mention this again. The 1981 World Series we've been talking about a lot. I'm going to put the 1981 World Series highlight film in our Facebook page after I post all this mess up to YouTube. And we're going to put it in the Facebook page so after I post up the show, which bounces from YouTube back to our Facebook page. So if you want to sit back on the weekend and watch some more World Series stuff, the 1981 World Series highlight film is about 30 minutes or so. You'll love it. All right, what else we got? Don't forget to listen to those other baseball podcasts. If you're watching me from outside of California and you missed the local interviews and you missed all the ones yesterday and all the champagne and all the craziness, go to where you get your podcasts on your phone and dial up Dodger Talk with David Vassay and Tim Cates, and you'll see all the interviews separately, and you'll also hear all the post-game and pre-game show stuff, which is really neat. And if you're really inclined and you're really a baseball fanatic, you got to hear everything baseball. Check out Mookie Betts. He does one called On Base with Mookie Betts. That's what it looks like. I think the last guest he had was Fernando Tatis Jr., but that was right before the Padres series, so NLDS. But I don't think he's updated it since then. But he should be soon because he always updates on video first. All right, don't forget I also tend to leave some pretty cool Dodger content about the team on our Facebook page, like I'm going to do in a couple of minutes with the 1981 film. And just check back from time to time between shows, see if there's anything new there. I might have a little change in something for you if there's a rain delay or I don't know what. Again, we'll talk to you soon. We'll talk to you on the first off day. I guess Friday, Saturday, so Sunday is the off day. We'll probably do a show then. All right, tell all your friends. Let's Talk Dodgers right here on Facebook, right here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube and like us on Facebook. And we will see you a little later. And I want to hear, by the way, Dave Roberts, what do you want to do to this team in New York?
I want to beat the crap out of this team.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'm good. And while we're in LA, I want to hear this song playing. And with this, we'll say so long. See you next time on Let's Talk Dodgers. Go Blue. Beat those Yankees. That's the guy we lead. Yeah. Freddie Freeman's our new Kirk Gibson. Freddie Freeman's going to come and do what Kirk did, right? Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on Sunday. Go Blue.